Miss Peterman back again, where today we're going to be working on finding equivalent fractions. Now you guys have been doing absolutely phenomenal at finding order and comparing sizes of fractions. You used different strategies like finding different fractions that have common numerators or common denominators, using benchmarks to help you, drawing models, number lines, all the different strategies. And I'm really proud to see your progress there. So we're going to keep it up by learning how to find fractions that are equivalents. Equivalent fractions can really help us compare more easily. So today we're going to start very basic. We're just going to draw pictures and see how drawing pictures can help us find equivalent fractions. Now I'm going to try again on my whiteboard today. I think tomorrow's video is going to be back on a poster because I kind of did like that. I wish I would have grabbed a board when I was at school the other day, but such is luck. All right, so I'm gonna switch you over to my little mirror process. It'll take me just a second, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so we've played around with fractions. We've worked with fractions that are 1/2, and we know that fractions that are also 1/2 are things like 4/8, 3/6, or really we could even say things like 1,000, 2,000s, because any case where exactly half of the parts are shaded in, it's equal to 1/2. So in 8, if we have 8 parts and 4 are shaded in, that means 4 are shaded in, 4 aren't shaded in, so half are shaded in. The same would be true for 2,000. If there's 2,000 parts and 1,000 are shaded in, that means 1,000 aren't. Okay, so we can draw models to help us better visualize this. So if I draw a half, you can agree right here, I have 1 out of 2 parts shaded in. Now I'm going to mess around with that. Let's make that half, and without shading in anything more, we're not changing the whole, we're not changing what's shaded in, all of a sudden I have 8 parts with 4 shaded in. I didn't change anything, which means 1/2 is equal to 4/8. Now I'm not going to draw 1,000, 2,000s, but if you broke this hole into 2,000 little pieces, I can tell you there'd still be 1,000 of them shaded in. So drawing models can help us find different fractions. So let's say I started with 1/3. Okay. So my fraction right here shows me 1/3. Now let's switch up that third. Let's make that third into 6. All of a sudden, I have 2/6 shaded in. So we can understand 1/3 equals 2/6. It's kind of magic. Okay, it's totally not, it's math, but it's still fun to see. All right, let's keep playing around for a few more minutes. So what if I were to draw, let's say, 3/4. Shaded 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. I've got 3/4. Now I'm going to take my fourths and I'm going to build them into 8s. Okay, and I'm going to shade in these 4th lines again. So you can see it, the black was kind of a hard one to see. And all of a sudden I have 6/8. So we can say that 3/4 is equal to 6/8. Okay, and we could keep doing this all day. I mean, it's going to work no matter what. The idea is you'd show your fraction. Let's do it like this. There's 1/4. Now I'm going to really mix it up. I'm going to break this into 16ths. And how many 16ths are now shaded in? Started with 1/4. How many 16ths? I'm going to give you guys a second to answer. Really hoping you said 4, because that would be the right answer. Okay. And what's interesting is if we were to divide 16 by 4, we would actually get 4. So there is some cool things with division involved in there. Okay. Now a couple things that I want to make sure that you don't do when drawing these models is if I'm right here and I've got, let's say, thirds, and I have 1/3 shaded in. I can't go like this, because again, my parts are unequal. I need to make sure that if I'm breaking it into, so this would show me 1/3 is equal to 3/9. If I'm breaking it up, I need to be able to break it into equal parts still. Okay. All right, I'm gonna switch it back to Miss Peterman here. All right, I hope that made some sense. Today your assignment is not in your math book. It is just gonna be something you do on pencil or paper or just a whiteboard or whatever you have sitting around. And I'm gonna ask you to draw some pictures of some different fractions, and then I'm gonna have you change them. So I'll give you the denominators, you'll see on your assignment. But I want you to practice drawing some pictures to help you understand